what got crazy during that time was even under the best case scenario of a total disruption of the country. Because the best case scenario would be it's not for a war, it's not, like the power doesn't go out. Like there's a lot of scenarios that you could see way worse than what the pandemic was. But look at the fucking damage it did. Right. Look at the damage it did to people psychologically. Look at the damage it did to businesses, to small businesses. Look at the damage it did to information. Look at the damage it did to, propaganda and the way people think about the news. I mean, look at the damage it did to the idea that the people that are running the country have a good sense of how to take care of things like this.
I mean, fear, real or imagined, is. I mean, there's a quote about it where most of these things that you're scared of will almost never happen, right? So you live a life like wound up, guns. You're like ready for the worst thing, and it'll never happen.
But that's before the pandemic,
right?
See, there's people that were like that already.
Yes.
And then the pandemic came along and cracked them.
Yeah.
And there's a lot
I was
of
looking
folks
at
like
I was
that.
looking at tanks on Craigslist. I was like, I'm gonna buy a tank, dude.
There's a lot of people that
I was looking
cracked.
at I was looking at that helicopter where a tank could go into.
Oh,
I was looking on websites for that.
Well, that's why we freak out at things like The Walking Dead, because we know that if things go south, people will revert to their worst instincts quickly. When there's no internet and there's no way to share information and communicate that someone did this and this happened, and if there's no like you could take a film of someone murdering someone and then they could catch that guy from the news. I mean, that happens now, right?
Right.
But if you're in Walking Dead times, there's no power.
Right.
Right? So no one knows what the fuck is going on, and the only way people organize, they get together and they yell. Some guy yells at a group of people, and then they do barbaric shit. And this is what the nature of human beings has been for many thousands of years. That's why it's so easy for us to snap back into us.
Right. And culturally, there's a reason why we like superheroes, because we want someone to come save us.
Exactly.
Culturally, there's a reason why zombies are fucking so big right now, right? Zombies weren't this big back, It's because when you see a new movie, new sci-fi, it's always post-apocalyptic. It's on our minds. It's on
like
our soul.
we're gonna fuck this up.
It's heading this way,